Warning, the following program contains scenes which may offend some viewers. Others may experience mild discomfort, nagging backache, postnasal drip, and delirium, followed by rapid heartbeat, swelling of the nose, throat, and abdomen, and loss of facial hair. Repeated viewing of this tape may result in the loss of one's bodily functions, redistribution of facial features, premature baldness, and a difficulty in forming simple sentences. So, if you're seriously considering a rewarding, challenging career as a lawn ornament, this is the show for you.
Is that hot? Hey everybody, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. The shithell damnedest place you've ever wanted to be on a Friday night.
Shithell.
Yep. This is already, it's too close to my face.
Yeah?
I don't like that.
Need a bigger table.
I just don't like it I don't like it in my periphery.
It's in your eye. It's in your eye line.
My eye line. That's what I'm looking for. Appreciate all you guys hanging out with us tonight. We had a good crew over on the Twitch side of things, listening to record albums earlier. Good records tonight. I really enjoyed the set. A little different set, kind of from my vibe recently tonight. So, you like the wider 2-shot? Yeah. Shouts that we'll get into that. Different camera shot. Got some different stuff tonight. So, yeah. This is all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Plus, the further away you can get from us motherfuckers, the better off you're going to be.
Yeah, really.
I mean, honestly. Hope everybody's had a great week. I'm fucking anxious as fuck, Steve.
Yeah.
I've been having some major fucking problems.
Okay.
No sleep and like, oh, Eric Bauer, Raw Power coming in, gifting a sub to the community. Thank you, man. We really appreciate that shit. Really appreciate it. I know the music's too loud already. I bet you.
Eric Bauer in the Golden Shower.
I wanted to show off my new Old Men of Optic shirt though. Optic plays twice this weekend, so hashtag Greenwall, hashtag Brick by Brick. Let's go Optic. Clap it back. Now I'll put some bling on. How about that? Yeah, I've been having troubles, man. It's fucking me up. I don't like it. I don't like it a bit.
No.
Having trouble sleeping. I'm like being dizzy. Like this is not a bit. Like I'm like driving to work and stuff. I'm like dizzy and feel like I'm gonna pass out and stuff. Pretty sure it's all just anxiety and stuff. But I went in to try to. I'm starting a new kind of diet plan I'm working on. So I went into one of our local groceterias. Some of you guys may know us. Some of you guys may not. If you're in Oregon, you don't know what the fuck this place is. I'm not going to explain it to you, all right? It's called Harris Teeter. We have grocery stores here called Harris Teeter. So I went into this Harris Teeter. It's a little fancier of a grocery store. And
it's lower upper.
It's expensive as fuck is what it is. But, I mean, they don't have...
there all the time.
They don't have all the... You're throwing your money down the toilet, Steve.
No.
It's the greatest ripoff of all time. But they have stuff the other places don't have. That's they got a great beer section. If you like specific things, then it's one of those places. So I was going there because I was getting some specific things. It's a place I don't normally shop. And the guy behind the counter, I'm ordering some fresh stuff behind the counter. And I was kind of having a little episode. And the guy was like, "What's the matter?" I'm like, I'm having some anxiety issues. And he said he suffers from anxiety as well. And he said he's found in the past to eat, and he's in front of the counter, actually. He's like, eat shellfish. Shellfish will like help out with anxiety. Like, it really helps you out with your anxiety? He says, yeah, it really clams me down. All right, folks. Again, thanks for joining us here tonight. A lot of funsies, hanging out with everybody. Appreciate everybody joining us. And we do, courtesy of our pal Aaron Griffin, have a new camera in the studio. What you're witnessing here, folks, is a GoPro Hero 3. Revived. Something I think Aaron said he had been in my garage for like 5 years or whatever. It's a very old GoPro, but very old GoPros, if you own a little capture thingy, can make a great webcam for all you schmendricks out there that stream it all.
Schmendricks.
Yeah. It makes for a great webcam. So, hooked it up last night, and I'm gonna be honest, it looked like absolute teetotal shit. It looks so bad. It took me like 2 hours to dial this in. But I really do love. He came embedded with a griffin wing watermark in the camera image. That's funny. That'd be that'd be really funny. But it's a wider angle. I did the narrow. That was part of my problem. You know, GoPro has those 3 settings, and I was gonna do the narrow one because that's what I've normally done in the past because it gives you a more true like image. But what it actually does is it digitally zooms and crops. It doesn't actually. I mean, it's the same lens. There's not multiple lenses on there,
Right.
so it's. But because you don't want to fisheye when you're like, hey, look at this record, and it's like, you know. So this is the medium one because the narrow one never looked good. Now I've gotten like the newer GoPros to.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Should I investigate?
I'm getting pissed off. No, it makes those noises.
Oh, okay.
I got Ghost. I can't block the optic logo, Steve. It's just not going to happen. What was I talking about?
I don't know. That guy who just peeked his eyes over that record, bugging me out.
The wider image. You can see more of the surroundings. You can see the Atari alcove. We got some. It's kind of irised up a little bit. You can see, but
And the icy that your mom.
yeah, we got
made.
some Excite Bike on the NES over here playing. Yeah. So anyway, muchos gracias, Aaron. Also some other stuff. Not to mention the cool mounts and stuff, which has allowed us to do the shots of the records that we're getting tonight, and the shots we're getting now. And we talked about this plate thing. We want to suspend this from the ceiling.
And you're showing titties on the show. So.
Titties.
Yeah.
Where's titties?
Right here.
You didn't stick that, did you?
It's not. No, I didn't stick it.
Oh my God!
I wanted to stick it. I love stickers.
You just made my fucking heart drop.
No.
It's like $200
You
record.
made my heart drop.
No, it's $40.
Oh, is it really worth a lot of money?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Let's stick it. You ain't gonna sell it.
No, it fell out of the thing though.
Oh.
Hey, Crom, what's going on? But yeah, so now we're back to a 2-camera operation where we can go back to our normal shenanigans. We can do the turns. Turn and burn. So yeah. Shouts again to Aaron Griffin. We'll get to the other shit that was in the box later. One thing I know what it is because he made me check it. But there's some other stuff that we'll get to later, I guess, in Dig of the Week because I don't want to poke any further. Butt poke. What have you been doing, Steve? You just come sliding in here like lickety split at the last second.
I'm worn out. I had a gig in Greensboro. There might have been 20 people there.
Oh no.
Yeah. I can't get up for those, just can't. There's no energy to feed off of.
That's tough.
It is tough.
We always but in fairness, I think I actually had more fun at some of those shows because you start doing dumb shit and weird shit, and you're like, oh, over that one part, I'm going to play something different. And then I remember me and James looking over at each other and being like, aha, and be like, oh, that actually works better. And you don't care because it's like your girlfriends and fucking 10 other people.
Right. It's almost like a rehearsal.
Yeah, it was a rehearsal where you're super drunk and you get free beer or whatever. So there were times where it was actually fun. And our singer would always say, 5 or 5,000 we put on the same show. That was like a standard line he always said. I was like, do we? I was like, yeah, we did. Because of, alcohol and drugs.
Yeah.
Made, half the time I'm playing my shows with my eyes closed anyway, so I don't know what the fuck was there anyway.
What are you drinking again?
Oh, man, let me tell you. And speaking of drinking, I have got something for you. But tonight, what I'm drinking is, check this shit out. So, it's in my Wish You Were Here glass, first of all. I picked it up at Goodwill. But it's a orange cream seltzer, one of those clearly Americans from Walmart. So it's a sweetened seltzer. So it's not like a LaCroix. It's actually got like aspartame or whatever in it, which I know is poison, but whatever. So it's an orange cream sweetened seltzer, and then like one shot of vodka in there. Out of this world. It's out of control. Actually out of control. But yeah, I've learned of a new thing that the kids are doing nowadays.
What are the kids doing?
And we may need to investigate to maybe incorporate this into the Grown Man Record Night lexicon, or into our repertoire, if you will. So this is called a Borg. Have you ever heard of a Borg? Not the Star Trek Borg.
Justin Bieborg?
Yeah. And I've noticed people name them.
Look at the look on her face.
Yeah. You guys know what Borgs are? B-O-R-G.
Not from Star Trek.
No.
I do not.
They stand for Blackout Rage Gallons. And the new trend for college kids, TikTok really took this off. It's not, they're putting warnings out to parents. So it's like Hunch Punch, or what we called PJ back in the day, or like, sort of. But the basis is actually, the experts say this is better. Here's the idea. You take a gallon jug of water. You leave it like half filled with water. The rest of the half you filled with vodka and like electrolyte, like a Gatorade powder. And then you put like some Mio in it. And a lot of people use Mio with like caffeine in it. So, but it's like half vodka, half water, and a couple of squirts of some other stuff. And it's your own personal thing. As you can see, you personalize it. I've noticed a lot of people like, I saw one called Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Here's Justin B. Borg. Like, and it's yours, and you carry it around all night. So the experts were like, yes, this is not good. This is binge excessive drinking, but nobody's going to fuck with your drink. Or you go to those parties and you're like, you don't know what's in that bathtub filled with fruit and liquor kind of thing. But I'm like, we should start making some Borgs over here. Actually, that could be a problem. That's got problem written all over it. But, as is life, Steve. So you talked about the gig.
Yeah.
What else has been going on? We got the camera. Zaba, zaba, zaba. Sadder news, man. Wayne Shorter passed away this week. Legendary jazzman. He's one of those guys that was like, he was involved with so many different eras of jazz and involved in shaping it in different ways. From like, Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, Miles Davis and shit like that. But he was also on like Weather Report and one of the pioneers of fusion and shit. So shouts to fucking Wayne Shorter. I actually played a couple of his joints tonight. Didn't have anything solo of his, which was kind of surprised. I didn't realize that actually. And but played some stuff with Wayne Shorter on it tonight. And what a monster and an absolute contributor to the music scene. And can't say that enough. Can you?
Probably not.
That's a good. What? And the 80s satanic cults were real. What? I'm sure all the kids are borging on Jinkum. It was made with half water, half vodka, caffeinated flavor enhancer, and a dash of powdered electrolytes. The drink has been hailed by many students on TikTok as a hangover-proof party staple. That's the other thing. They said it prevents hangovers, which is kind of what I'm doing now. I do like a glass. It's sparkling water, but it's essentially a glass of water with a shot of vodka in it. So you're getting a glass of water with your shot of vodka, as opposed to like drinking 7 and 7s and or drinking beers or something. It's going to be much more hangover proof. And I've proven that on Wednesday nights. So I've done the water and vodka thing for a while. It's pretty Pretty cool, Steve.
Pretty cool.
We did that one. Oh, that was kind of the. That's all the like news shit I had. You got any news stuff?
No.
Oh, did want to mention. Are you still? What Sunday is?
Yeah.
The Oscar night. And so, if you guys know, actually the very first time Steve ever came over here, his wife always has an Oscar party and kicks him out of the house. So, the first time Steve came over here was an Oscar night, and we were like, yeah, we'll listen to records and fucking, drink some beers and even though it's Sunday, whatever. So he's done that for a long time, and I was like, well, this is perfect, because if you guys haven't checked us out on Twitch in the last, I'm still streaming pretty much every night over on Twitch. I'll take a night off here and there, but on Sundays, what we've started doing, me and Jay have done it the past couple of weeks, is we sit here with this same two-shot like this, with the mic open, and we play records that are down here, the ones that need to go back on the shelf. So no pulling nothing new off, no cashing in banana bucks, none of that jazz. It's just playing things we need to shelf while we just keep the mic open and bullshit and talk and all that jazz. So, this Sunday, I guess this sumbitch will be over here.
Maybe.
Oh! Maybe don't pay the bills. Write that down. That sounds like something. Maybe don't pay the bills.
Has anyone ever named
What's up, Wizard?
their child Maybe?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, not a real child.
That's what I mean.
On Arrested Development, her name was Maybe.
Well, I guess it was.
Yeah.
She wasn't real.
Telling me. I've written her so many times and she never wrote back. She's fake as fuck.
I don't like the way she aged.
No, she aged horribly. I liked her when she looked like a JV cheerleader and had freckles.
Yep.
Shut up, Jerry. I didn't mean it like that. Well, I kind of meant it like that. Oh yeah, let's get to some stuff that came out today. I don't have a graphic. Should we do a graphic for this? Should we do stuff that came out today? One of my, this is one of the Tone Poet joints. Andrew Hill, Dance with Death. I don't really know this one, and I have to be honest. I was way late to the party with Andrew Hill. I was just telling Rob from Boston this, and in his comment on his latest video. If you've not seen Rob's new video, go check it out. Andrew Hill is one of these cats I never knew existed in the entire world, and through the VC and people talking about jazz, I think I found him through Davis, or excuse me, Dr. Fred Potterman, and kind of went. It's probably a couple of years ago. It seems weird that I've known or interacted with Dr. P for that long, which just seems like 6 months ago or something. I don't know, but anyway. When I discovered Andrew Hill, and the first Tone Poet they did with him, Passing Ships, I believe it is, I need to get it. And I've passed on it once because I'm like, oh, these guys want $42 for this piece of shit, for crying out loud. And now I'm like, you should have bought that. Should have bought that. Should have bought it. I think maybe you can still get it on Amazon or whatever. But he's it's the best. He's already turned into like a top 5 jazz guy for me, and I just found out about him. And it's like the absolute, in my brain, like hidden secret of jazz. I just didn't. I don't know how it escaped me, but such incredible, kind of freaky out there stuff. But in a good way, man. Gam and White Rod for EP for episode 500. Well, that guy died, didn't he? Isn't that why you started digging all that stuff up?
Keith? Yeah.
Yeah, that guy died. So thanks for bringing that up, Scotty. Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't think Keith ever played White Rod. He was always on the other characters.
No, he says Gam and White Rod.
Oh.
For episode 500. So get them all up here.
Shit.
Reunion.
Who knows where they are?
Andrew Hill is that good, but fuck Tone Poet, really? Because of the price? I prefer the classic series because I think that's a more accessible way to get I think it's the perfect scenario because they sound fantastic and they're, you know, $25-$27.
Yeah.
Tone Poets are a little pricier, and I don't need premium packaging and stuff like that, you know. 2 packages of 9-count steakums, sauteed onions and minced garlic with lettuce, sliced tomato with mayo on a loaf of Italian bread and pepper jack cheese, side order of steak fries and onion rings and an iced frosty bud and Chivas to chase it. God damn it, I love Merv. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, God almighty, man.
Steakums.
That's price headache of a double. Yeah, that's, but I mean, for like these, I will say for a lot of these Andrew Hill records, the picking up any version of them anywhere would have been more expensive anyway. Not even an OG, and some of them like there's one that was never pressed on vinyl, and then it got, I don't know. But, yeah, I wish it was classic series and it was $25, $27. I'd go scoop them all up. But $40 hurts my feelings. I'm still just a fucking cheap ass at heart. I just, that actually hurts my feelings. Yeah. But, you know, it's funny. Those Halloween records, they were about $40, and I fucking threw down on that shit. Those Danzig records, I did that too. And the Danzig ones ain't even official, you know? I mean, they sound good, but, like, I don't know. The Danzig was like 45, I think. That's just it's not even a super long LP. But it's, I'd still like to pick them up. Good stuff. This is kind of the wild card of the night. I mean, maybe I jumped on this because of the name, maybe the cover art, maybe both. But a band I discovered today from Germany called Bikini Beach. And it just intrigued me. Sometimes these covers and the names, and it just, as I'm zipping through the list, I want to check it out. And I'm really glad I checked this out. I bet you Scotty would like these guys, maybe. It's a German power trio, fuzzy garage with psych and surf and kind of stuff around that area. Get up in your area like malaria. It's a really good time, man. These guys really do it well. Like I said, German band. Never heard of them before. Absolute killer stuff. I heard actually a little bit in this one. I jammed some of that today. I was hearing some like King Gizzard vibes in there. They had that kind of the slap back kind of like that they're kind of using some of the stuff. They were using that pretty well to good effect, and really cool. Worth checking out. There's a Bandcamp. I should have put the Bandcamp link so I could drop it in here. But the Bikini Beach, out of Germany, books. Check them out. Cool stuff. I really dug that. Moving right along. And Trucked was mentioning this earlier. He's like, I know you guys aren't big hip hop fans. Or I'm like, first of all, wait a minute. Second of all, actually, this was already on the rundown. De La Soul finally got all their stuff released to all the digital streaming platforms today, which is a huge deal for hip hop fans because it's not been available anywhere. And let's be honest, that's where 95% of people get their fucking music nowadays is from digital streaming platforms. But also, 3 Feet High and Rising got a nice, crispy, deluxe, like vinyl reissue today. This is the first De La Soul I ever heard. I saw the Me, Myself, and I video on MTV and absolutely fell in love with this hip hop. And it did feel different. This was kind of around where people were trying to be harder and harder and gangster and gangstery, and these guys were not that. They had this kind of positive vibe to it, and a lot of people say this is kind of where that what do they call it? They were called a hippie group based on their declaration of the Daisy Age. They sampled Hall & Oates, Steely Dan, and the Turtles. But people say it's like the beginnings of like alternative hip hop. I wouldn't have called it alternative hip hop. Like we called that backpack hip hop back in the day for the backpack cats. But yeah, I remember seeing the video and the dude pulls his out of me, myself, and and I've got all that stuff digitally, but I kind of like to pick that up on vinyl, man. Good stuff. And then iconic. That's one of those groups, much like I liken De La Soul to A Tribe Called Quest. Even people, another one, what you would call like a very positive message. They're not talking about shooting people. They're talking about just normal shit. Backpacker hip hop stuff, or independent hip hop, alternative hip hop. Remember back in the '90s, they would just slap alternative onto anything, everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I run this deli, but we sell like alternative bologna. Yeah, that was like the buzzword. Butt buzz. I wanted to mention this. You may like this guy. Do you remember A Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou? Mm-hmm. Do you remember the soundtrack to that?
Yeah, it was. Was that the one where it was like it was Bowie songs, but it was this guy from like Jamaica or somewhere in the
Brazil,
Caribbean? Oh, Brazil.
Here's the dude.
Oh yeah.
Seu Jorge.
Yeah.
Seu Jorge. Seu Jorge.
I love that soundtrack.
I looked up how to say this today. Seu Jorge.
Seu Jorge.
But yeah, this is an album called Carolina. Looks like Carolina. But it's his debut solo from 2002. But it's that same, the word. Of course, he got famous from that movie, from doing that shit, and he's been in some other movie stuff as well. And people throw. I'm guilty of this too. People throw around the word vibey a lot nowadays. This is a vibey fucking record. I mean, it's so fucking chill and just it's not a get up and move around kind of record, but it's got the right vibes for the right time, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Brazilian kind of what would you call that? Well, bossa nova, but like I don't know. Really cool. Check out Seu Jorge. That was kind of sounding French sounding, but on Portuguese, so good stuff. Also wanted to mention a couple of things, and then the stuff that came out today. You know that Eater record I got. Mm-hmm. Where's it at? Let me find it. I gotta find it. Steve. Steve, I gotta find it. I got it. It's the same company, I think, actually. I got mine used. Eater, the record. These kids were like, 15, 16 years old, made this punk record in the UK, 1977. Absolutely killer shit. Found this from Doctor and the Kid stream. And it actually got reissued like proper. This same Radiation reissue, which I think is an Italian reissue label. Radiation put this out and actually dropped today. And you can actually go to Amazon and buy it. It's like $27. Yeah. But fuck, I paid 17, 18 for it. I think 18 used. So if you dig this, it's worth getting a brand new copy, because of course you can't get like the original. So unless you want to pay some crazy money. Killer record though. Also, in stuff that came out today, and this really blew my mind. I'm scrolling through the list. You know what's in this motherfucker? Mitch Miller's greatest hits. Somebody has reissued Mitch Miller's greatest hits. I don't know, other than gospel and Christmas records, if there's a record I have seen more in Goodwills and thrift stores than fucking Mitch Miller shit. There was really a need to repress his greatest hits. Really blew my mind. Like, what the fuck is going on? I hope they die. Jesus Christ. Who? Mitch Miller? Are the people repressing it? Mitch Miller, that weird beard. That's funny as fuck. I just found that enough to where I wrote it down and wanted to talk about it. I'm like, is this seriously? Is this really actually happening? Like, this is actually being repressed? Whoever repressed it, yeah, fuck off. Like, because how many cool bands out there deserve a nice repress of some shit you never heard before to make it accessible? Maybe the original's worth $1 bazillion. There's lots of people that deserve a repress. Mitch Miller, not one of them. You can find them. There's no need for that. Yeah, I'm sure I have some too down in the baloney stack, because it's like, I remember they made a joke on the Leave It to Beaver about, who are you, Mitch Miller? Like, as a kid, and I was like, I remember asking my mom, who's Mitch Miller? Because that's my name. Boy, and one final, if you guys have been, if you enjoy a little more obscure stoner rock recommendations I've done over the past several years, here's one coming right down your buddy Hoyle. Maybe not for everybody, because the guy's kind of a little bit of a weird voice, and it's not super heavy. It's vibey. There's that word again. Much more on the stonery blues side of things. A band called Stone Jesus. And even crazier, and this brand new came out today. These guys are from the Ukraine. I think we've talked about one of the other bands is from Ukraine. Fuzzed out riffs, thick ass bass lines, and just really groove oriented stuff. It's a really, really good time. It's not that weird, but it's definitely worth checking out. Some of the jams are a little more low key than you maybe want at times when you're like, oh, I want to put on like a Stoner Doom record. They can be a little more subdued than you want at that time, but the ones when they really kick in are really fuzzy and really nice. It's definitely worth giving a little Bandcampski and listen to it and check it out. Stone Jesus, the name of the new record, Father Light. It's on the Season of Mist. And not for nothing, I couldn't help but think, man, being Zonk man, getting a gifted Submarino from Miss You. Thank you, Miss You. Much obliged. Much obliged. Thank you so much. Hey, good night, Adrian. Appreciate you dropping by. But I had to think, like, are these cats still living over in the Ukraine, like right now? That would be crazy. I would love to see what a band's life is like in the Ukraine, like right now. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of nuts. Like that heavy metal Baghdad documentary. You've seen that, hadn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't help but think about that. Like, shit, what is it like for these guys? It's hard enough being in a band and doing your fucking thing, but holy shit balls. That's really gnarly. We should probably get into a little bit of what we played.
A little bit.
A little bit. Well, you know, right off the Rizzy tonight, we ain't taken a shot yet.
No?
Kind of pissed off about it. Right off the rip tonight, I wanted to do a little Wayne Shorter tribute right off the rip, so I pulled out the first weather report, which I don't play very often. I play heavy weather a lot, or pretty often. I don't reach for the OG as much. It's a really killer record, and it's way more. Look at that, that's a cool picture. It's way more low key than I remember. I was mentioning on the stream earlier. It's almost like the tracks don't. They don't resolve, but it's not in a bad way. It's just you kind of wait for it to go, because there's like real ethereal and like and you kind of wait for them to go, and then jump into something. But they never really do. But it doesn't make it a bad record. I just found out to be weird. But cool stuff. Really dig it. Heavy weather. Nope.
Nope.
Weather report. Excuse me. Aaron Griffin cashing some banana bucks, even though I just fucking shelved this record. Like, literally just shelved it. It's all right. Today, what is it, Aaron, 37 years old or some shit like that? Master of Puppets from Metallica. This was at Walmart. I think it's a Walmart repress I got. I got it used on that color vinyl. 37th today. 37th B-Day. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm always, and honestly, I'm always down to, I'm gonna shell this bitch right now. Right now. MELMET Metallica. Boom. I don't have to worry about it. Came right out of that with a fantastic, speaking of stoner rock stuff, this is some Live at Freak Valley by the band 8 Machine. I picked this up used, and it's a live set that also comes with a DVD of the performance, which I've yet to watch because I do have a DVD player in here. But super clean sounding live set from these guys. And Jerry from, not you, Jerry from King Records was telling me, I was like, man, what was this like? It was like $15 or something. And I'm like, and it's on Ripple Music, Ripple Records, whatever. I was like, I don't expect you to have stuff like that in here. This is kind of a smaller side of town. He's like, oh yeah, man. He's like, this chick come in here and she's like, man, she was pretty hot. And like, I guess her boyfriend used to be in the band. They say they're from like Minnesota or something, something like that. And like, she was living with him, and then like some shit went down, and like so she moved here because she had family or something, and like took all the stuff, and so he's like, man, she brought in a bunch of records and just like selling them off because she was like, fuck this dude. She was on some fuck you shit, and got rid of all these records, and I was the beneficiary of picking that up. I was like, what else did she bring in? And he was like, oh man, I can't remember the name. I was like, oh fuck. So then my brain's like, what was she trading in? A bunch of like, because that's. And you know, it's super not expensive because you could end up getting it off a Ripple for, I think it was like $7 at one time, and like $5 shipping, so it's like a $12 full live LP. But still, just to find it in your local joint while you're up there digging through fucking, you know, used Doobie Brother records and shit, and you're like, what the 8 Machine? Hold up. Yeah, great label. Great label. Grape label. Grape ape. Mr. Eric Weinbender cashed in some banana bucks. He said, play some early Sabbath, like your choice, whatever the cleanest LP you got from that era. I was like, fuck, I don't know. But it just so happened, when I bought this, it's got a little sticker on it. I pulled out Paranoid, which is, it's funny because I think when I thought of, this is what introduced me to Black Sabbath, like a lot of people. And somebody had a tape in high school, and we wore this the fuck out. And so we listened to, we listened to all those songs, and even in Pork Chop, Jay and I covered Electric Funeral. Mm-hmm. It was kind of easy to play, and you know. And of course we played Iron Man like everybody else. But it says here on the cover damage on Spawn, album is VG++/EX exclamation point. And it really was. And played side 2, which had Electric Funeral on it. And it's fine, you know, like I said, I never reached for that one much because it just seems so standard. So I'm like, play that one, especially if it's one of the better copies. Also jammed a little Miles Davis Water Babies, and this also has got our man on it. And this is actually a promo copy. Wayne Shorter plays on this, and one of my favorite, we were talking about this earlier in the chat, one of the favorite eras of Miles Davis. I love what he did in the different eras of Miles Davis and contributions to like bop and post bop and stuff, but like it's really when he started dilly dabbling in the fusion stuff for me. While maybe I appreciate the other stuff more and it's more heralded, this is the stuff that I reach for more often. You can see that little promo guy. I forgot to show them. It's a promo. It's like $9 for a promo of Water Babies. And just like Aaron was mentioning that before, that Paranoid was like $8 because the spine had damage. But even nowadays, you'd never find that. Now is when I came into a little King Crimson Red. This is only 15. Seemed like a fairly early press of this. Sounds really good. What a killer record. Not played this in a while here on the show. That side A of Red, that's one of the best album sides in the collection, probably. That whole first side, it's just absolutely incredible. Now, I don't want to say I forget that, but I shouldn't. I shouldn't forget like I do, you know. And I felt it actually vibed and flowed right into this really nicely. David Bowie's Let's Dance. Not the most grabby of Bowie titles, but would you consider this a pop record? It's Dave. Steve. Would you consider this a pop record?
Yeah.
It may be a perfect pop record.
It is.
We listened to side one, and it's pretty much like, I mean, it was unblemished as a side of a record, to be honest.
I think it was Iggy Pop or somebody.
Iggy Pop was involved.
Dropped in, went to see him. He was on tour, and he basically was like, "What are you doing? Like, what is this? What are you doing?"
Making a pop record kind of thing?
Yeah.
I know Iggy Pop was involved.
But he went on to do Blue Jean after that, which is kind of in the same genre, I think.
Somebody said Stevie Ray Vaughan plays on that too.
Yeah, he plays.
Yeah.
Sorry, I fell asleep there.
Here, take a hit of nicotine. That's what you need. That'll wake you up.
Well, I got it.
Well, you do more. Just get sick to your stomach.
Okay.
If you get sick to your stomach, you won't be falling asleep. You'll be barfing.
Oh, good.
See how that works? A shot of liquor will do it too. You want to do a shot of liquor?
Yep, let's do that.
Okay.
You want to do a taste test?
We can't. I don't have to take 3 shots in a row, do I?
2.
Okay. Or do 2 half shots.
Okay.
I don't want to get crazy. I'm already a little bit. I mean, I'm not messed up. Come on, we're all grown-ups here. Those portobellos are hitting hard. I pulled this out, and this is where there's a certain point in the evening I realized where my set was going, and I kind of abandoned. I lost the desire to hear anything heavy in this set, particularly. I just felt the way that it was kind of flowing, and it we listened to Metallica early on. I don't know, did we listen to anything else heavy? I don't think so, but like that Ape Machine, it's not heavy, it's kind of groovy. But once we went from like the King Crimson kind of started it, and then I felt like King Crimson and Let's Dance, like that kind of vibes together, and then I pulled this out, Stranglers, British punk band, like early days, and this is Stranglers 4. I think Scotty can correct me on this, but I think the first couple of EPs, this is on IRS, by the way. That's an OG, but this is OG US, because the first couple of EPs or 7 inches or whatever, I don't think they weren't released in the US. It was UK only, and so when the first thing was released in the US, they stuck them all on this one thing that was kind of called Stranglers 4. I think that's kind of how that worked out. But a band I wasn't really familiar with, but really enjoyed listening to them. And that kind of led me into, I just wanted to hear this. Smashing Pumpkins Gish. Man, what a terrific record. This sounds absolutely fantastic. It's a great pressing. It's a repress from several years ago. And it just, this album legendarily got released just a few weeks before. Was it before or after Nevermind? So it never really got its full due, and it wasn't until Siamese Dream came out to where people were like, oh, Smashing Pumpkins, these guys are good. Because Gish got so overshadowed and really shouldn't have. The early 80s stuff and the Stranglers hit different than the punkier, a bit different than the punkier 70s stuff. Yeah, I know, and they got really new wavy, like experimental new wavy even after that, right? They even took it to the next level, which I found to be interesting. It's another one of those bands always where they still get a lot of cred in the punk scene, even though they went kind of weirdo, poppy, new wave avant-garde or whatever. Much like I talked about, like with John Lydon doing Pill. Like he gets a pass. You would think punks would shit all over that kind of stuff. Any opportunity that you deviate away from the scene, brah, you'd get your fucking shit smoked. But like, for some people, it seems like you get a pass, and it just, or fun. I mean, even look at the Minutemen. Like, they don't sound like a punk band, really, but they were right away. I don't want to say right away because I don't know their shit. They were accepted right into the scene as punk rock, and they don't sound like the Ramones. You know what I mean? They don't have that distorted, like, crazy sound. I guess it's just, it's an attitude. And then finally, Steve got here and wanted to play one record. This is a music on vinyl reissue of They Might Be Giants' Flood. And Steve said he's going to see them on like Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that, in Raleigh, and just so happens Cameraman's going to the same show. And what more is, he said there's some extra tickets, so I can go if I want to. I don't know if I can because I got a bunch of shoots and stuff, and I'm having some sleep troubles. So traveling in a vehicle is not it's not what I need to be doing right now for the most part. But terrific record, fun stuff. What a fun band. Has there ever been a more fun band, a funner band than They Might Be Giants? Even if you're like, no man, I only listen to fucking black metal and shit, but you can't deny that They Might Be Giants are a fun band. That's not a fun time. If you're denying it, then you're probably an asshole. You're probably just being an asshole on purpose. That's my take on it anyway.
All
right, what are we doing?
We got 2 shots.
2 shots.
One is Crystal Head. Is that what it's called? Crystal Head.
Crystal Skull.
And the other is the Alien, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, okay. It's Crystal Skull and the Alien thing.
Crystal Skull, Outer Space Vodka.
Outer Space Vodka. I've been to outer space. I wouldn't recommend it without a jetpack.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going out to a football game.
So.
What's up, Jay Snow? Haha. And that's Jay Snow. That's our Trinity homie.
So let's do a shot and then clear your palate, and we'll do another shot.
Hang on, let me answer. Are there any albums that you don't have but want? Absolutely. And what's funny is I just marked some of a couple of like monsters off of the list, but it's a good question. I don't know what's number one right now. And it's not always stuff that's super expensive or out of control. It's just stuff that's kind of eluded me. So I have to think about that. But thanks for joining us. All right, so we'll do. Okay. Let me cleanse my palate. Best of Bob Seger. Get the fuck out of here. I was on a shoot today, and they were playing Bob Seger in there while I was shooting. It was funny. I cut it off.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, this will pick up, so I can't. We got to cut this off.
School.
I think that's Crystal Skull. Oh, maybe not. That's Crystal Skull. That's the alien, that's Crystal Skull. You don't remember which one you put it in.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
You got them backwards.
Really? They have a very similar thing.
The first one was Crystal Skull.
Huh.
The second one is Outer Space. Now, to me, I think the first one, there was more going on there, I think. You know what I'm saying?
I generally think that about the alien one. It has a botanical thing going on, but I didn't taste it this time around. I remember saying that the first time. To me, Crystal Skull is too strong. It has too much. It's just one of those like, oh, which I don't do with liquor. But Crystal Skull makes me like, oh. And the first time I was like, wait, this shit's like fucking $50 a fifth, and it's making me like, ugh. Get the fuck out of here. But I did remember the thing. Maybe I've had too much vodka tonight, so it's like maybe my palate's a little weird. But they tasted very similar. But the second one had more kick in the like, ugh. That's why I thought it was Crystal Skull, because it made me kind of jolt.
Maybe it was. I don't know. No, I think I got it right. I think I got it.
The reason I said that was like, you don't remember which one they are. My fucking my testing the battery testing the 9 volts at work when I was. Never mind. I just know what it's like to be down that road. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah. To where you're like, cool. I just tested all the batteries.
I did this.
Which ones are good? Like I just did it and spent like 30 minutes doing it. And they're like, which piles are good ones and which ones are bad ones? I could not answer the question. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Man, you're bugging.
Zaltman says fever sleep bartending. Wake up, start pouring shots.
Sleep part.
Well, here we go. What's the matter?
Last call.
Yes. That's what I love. There's that episode of Seinfeld where they're writing the pilot and Jerry and George fall asleep. And then the doorbell rings or something, and they both get up and start stumbling around. And Jerry's like, all right, get it together. What's the matter? I don't know why that always makes me laugh so much. There's no more records down here.
No?
We should get into... Whoa.
You got digs?
Yeah, I got a box down here.
I got digs.
We should do a little marbles. Butt marbles. Now, listen, we didn't play earlier. Not officially. All right, let's go to race menu. Come on. Exclamation point, vote, then the number of the track you would like to run, folks. If you've never run marbles before, excuse me, you get your own marble just by adding commands in the chat. You get in there, you get to run a little race. It feels good. It feels good.
Can I get a new skin for my marble?
I think you can do skins. If not, no, we can go get you. Fuck, I'll have you some skin by 5 a.m. What kind of skin you want?
I bought a ticket to the world. All right.
Shit, I can get. There's a Mexican fella across the street. Do you want his skin? You like brown skin? I can get some. I can get some skin real quick. That's just the closest. I'm not picking on Mexicans. I'm just saying he's across the street.
Mr. Brownskin. He won't live alone. What are we doing? What is this called? Twitch?
Things that start with a letter W. Ready? Go.
What do you got, YMX? Elton John.
Things a radio DJ would say. Pass it. All right, I'm closing this down. We got some votes for Rusty Remnant. Looks like that's the clear winner. We're running it. Boom. No discussion. Beautiful thing about running your own show. You make the call. AT&T presents. You make the call. Exclamation point play in the chat, please. Please. Exclamation point play. 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 Who got some good records this week? Anybody buy anything super dope?
I didn't buy any records.
What's up, Dave?
This week.
I haven't bought records in ever. In ever, Jerry. In ever. Yeah, I'm still not. I did buy Holy Roller's new record because Jay Ovatore played in the band with him, good homie. I pre-ordered the record just to, show support. And I wanted it anyway because it'd be something cool to have. But and I've hit some Goodwills because that made me feel kind of good. But I didn't have anything in mind. But I've not set foot into a record store. But I'll tell you what may put me in there is I'm out of sleeves. So, and I know Hippo and Winston, they got the good sleeves that I like the Blake sleeves. They're about the same price they are on the fucking internet.
Well, what about Wizard sleeves?
One of my favorites. One of my favorite things to stare at when I'm taking a piss. All right, let's run this, bitch. If you ain't in now, you miss your time.
The G.I. Joe movie, is that animated movie or is that the live action movie?
Who?
Somebody said that. Came across it. Wizard of Video Games found the G.I. Joe movie on VHS.
Oh, I bet he's talking about the animated one. I've got some G.I. Joe VHS, but they're like the show. They're only like 30 minutes long. They're right there, actually.
I remember I had a conversation with Bill Ratner one day. And I remember saving I saved the audio.
Really?
Because he talked about the strike and how they lost their jobs, basically. And he was the voice of...
he was the voice of Flint. So
Flint.
We know, and Steve really knows, the voice of Flint. He did voiceover for our TV station.
Yeah. But they went on strike. They all got replaced by Canadians, and they never got their jobs back.
That's funny. I so wanted to get him to just do my voicemail.
But the show wasn't as good after that, according to him.
Whoa. Some whoopty
What's going on here? I'm getting sick.
They're whoopty woos.
Whew, shouldn't have eaten those. Okay. Back and forth. Whoa.
Oh, right through. Did he get through? Is he going to get through? Is he going to get through? Oh, no.
Anybody through? Anybody?
Oh, no. He did get through. He did get through first, but look at Vance. Vance may have a little head of steam here.
No.
Wait, is Eric under the board? Is he glitching? Well, I thought he was glitching. We don't allow glitchers.
That's a long course.
What are you, fucking narrator, Steve? Come on, Mikey.
A bunch of people.
You remember when they're trying to get the guy to jump off the building in Monty Python and the Flying Circus? All the businessmen are committing suicide.
Yeah.
Come on, Pocky.
Encouraging him.
Come on, Pocky. Oh man, I like television stuff. I don't know about you, boy. I tell you what, ain't nothing like a good pot pie and some TV over this shit. Fucking damn shit. Boy, it's a good roll. It's a good roll.
Got a good lead.
It's a good roll. Oh, Bizarro in the no.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, look at Carl.
Crowded house.
Bum 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 do 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 do. When I was a little kid, I always, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Carburetor.
Oh! I sang that lyric as, and the war between the states. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we won down here in the South. I know what y'all talking about. Y'all on some of that Yankee bullshit. Wow. Captain Carburetor, who was jawing to play some fucking marbles earlier, made me play that one in the middle of the fucking records because he wasn't going to make it because he couldn't stay awake. So I felt bad and played the fucking...
And he won.
And then he won the one during the show.
Oh. Oh, you played marbles earlier.
Yeah, because I said he was going to fall asleep. It's throwing him a bone.
And here he is, stealing the show.
That's what I'm saying. I'm calling shenanigans. That's butt shenanigans. And the only... Nope. Yeah, GG's, everybody. GG. Lots of GG's in the chat. You love to see that shit.
GG Allen?
No, GG's.
Oh.
I got the good GG graphic, too. Come on. Hello? 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 See my GG graphic?
Oh, wow. How could I miss it?
How could you misview it? That? Nah. Well, let's get into Dig of the Week, or we like to call it DOT dubs around this parts.
I wonder how she feels about the Rolling Stones singing to her like that.
Who?
Miss you. I've been holding out so long, girl, I miss you.
Oh, that's one of those songs I always...
I miss you.
When I hear the lyric, I just see him singing it like this. Which is why I hated the Rolling Stones for 35 fucking years. You're a silly man. I don't want to hear your band play. I don't want you thorax thrusting in my fucking poochie lipping and thorax thrusting.
Thorax thrust.
I'm not gonna listen to your music band, sir. You just stand there and play goddamn rock and roll like a human being, or fuck off. How about that? So how many you got, Steve? What you got? What you ready for dinner week? I can get some stuff. I don't know what I got.
I got a few. I got like 8 maybe. Well, I just got stuff from travels and stuff, you know.
Well,
Hey.
I can get into the box first.
No.
No? Okay.
Let me run through these.
Because you're gonna go to sleep.
No.
Does Mick Jagger have an exoskeleton? That's only reason you're awake. Man, I was thinking I've switched my diet. I can eat fruit now. So now
I was gonna look these guys.
Raisins.
I remember
raisins.
seeing them in Athens.
You like raisins, Steve?
Swimming pool cues.
The fuck?
The swimming pool cues.
I don't know these guys.
No. Probably not.
They have a good football team?
This is from '84, I think.
Because I'm really into sports.
A&M. They were in that college scene.
Athens band?
Oh, no, I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't do my research.
Cool. That was only $2? Is it a single?
No.
That was only $2?
Come on. And
Regular price, $2.
I saw this and the name jumped out at me because I was like, man, where have I heard this before? My friend John was talking about Scottish bands, some really good Scottish bands, and this is one of them, the Sensational Alex Harvey Band.
Oh. I just heard somebody talking about this.
Really?
Wasn't this on Doctor and the Kid not too long ago? Wasn't somebody talking about this band on Doctor and the Kid? Sensational Alex Harvey Band. Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I just heard about this somewhere. Pretty sure it was Doctor and the Kid.
And another Steven Wilson record. This one is actually the music for a video game. It's called The Last Day of June, which the video game, I think I did it in like about 20 minutes. But it was a nice little game. told a story.
Is this like an EP?
I don't remember. No.
Oh, it looks like a full ass album.
But they're not. I don't think they're like long songs. You know.
Oh, gotcha.
They make them for games. Yeah.
Very cool. I like the cover a lot.
Yeah.
Looks like some of the animations we were watching earlier.
How about a little Pink Floyd's keyboardist Rick Wright solo album, Wet Dream?
I didn't know he did a solo album.
He did. And it's from '78 on Columbia. Of course, Floyd was Columbia at the time.
Cool. Is that good? You listen to it?
Yeah, it's good.
Pay a little money for that, Steve.
Yeah.
I tip it.
Speaking of TMBG, I had to pick this up. This is in Atlanta, so these prices are dumb, but you don't see this every day. This is their debut album, I believe.
Oh, shit.
Called They Might Be Giants.
Really?
Yeah. It's
full album?
Yeah.
Wow, it is. Yeah. Why do I keep asking for every album? I'm asking that for every record.
A full album of minute-and-a-half long songs.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
So there's 48 songs.
There's like 50 songs on it, yeah.
That's killer, though. Hell yeah. Where are they from?
New York, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
A couple more.
Okay.
The same place. This is a record store in...
We're like doing record time, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. That's okay.
And there's a record store in Roswell where I bought that. They Might Be Giants.
Quote of the night, Vance. Vance says, so they still don't know if they're Giants or not?
They might be Giants.
That's quote of the night. I don't give a fuck.
Came across this. I wasn't sure what it was, but I knew it had XTC had something to do with it. This is, I think, XTC's debut album.
Oh, wow.
I believe. And it's just a mess of...
Do you have... What's the one that's called? What is it? Lemons and...
No, I don't have Oranges and Lemons.
Oranges and Lemons.
Is it Oranges and Lemons? I don't think I don't have that.
That's a good record. I've streamed that several times. It's a great... That's what got me into them. And I think it was Derek Higgins actually posted... Who was all about that and posting back in the day when everybody was like, "Good morning, Derek." Yeah. No, but I was like, when somebody would post a record and it would get like fucking 30 likes on the old school YouTube vinyl community Facebook page, and when the vinyl community was very young in its infancy, the Facebook page was all people that made videos on YouTube that collaborated together. Now it's a bunch of motherfuckers that I don't know who these people are, but but back in the day, if somebody posted something, I was probably going to look it up because I didn't know nothing about nobody. Whew.
All right, and last but not least, I highly recommend. I finally.
Wizard says, "Call Dial a Song later. It still works."
It still works.
What?
Dial a Song's awesome.
Somebody give us a number in chat.
Oh, the lyrics are in here. I'm so happy because there's this one song in here that starts, "I've got a dick and two balls, and that's more I can say for you," or something. Oh, here it is. "Got a dick and two balls. That's more than you all." This is Iggy Pop's new album that came out recently, and it is fucking amazing. It's great.
Wow,
it is great.
Okay, what's the vibe? I mean, is it just punk to the core?
It's vibey. See, you may thought I was asleep, but I was paying attention.
Okay. Okay. Wow, that's cool.
No, it's punk at times, but it's also him saying, "I'm fucking." What is he? 60? He's close to 70.
Probably.
I mean, he's early.
Because you know that
proto-punk.
What's that record? What's that record? And you guys will probably know that. It's the first one he did. It's not. It doesn't sound like punk. It sounds like a weirdo pop record or something. It sounds like Bowie. What's that record he did? The first record he did that sounds like Bowie, because it's when him and Bowie were fucking or whatever.
I don't know.
You guys will know. You guys will know.
It's not Lust for Life. Isn't it?
The Idiot?
Because Lust for Life, it's not a punk album.
Is it The Idiot?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyway,
But it's really good, but it doesn't sound like...
and it's like,
Iggy Pop.
he's making no excuses, like, you know, fuck it, I'm doing this, and I'm not ashamed of anything that I do. So I really, really enjoyed listening to this.
Hell yeah. You bought that local or when you were on travels?
Good question. I don't know. I can't tell
Okay.
you.
Fair enough.
I don't know where I came across it. I should make notes and stuff, but I don't.
It's all about rolling with
Especially when I get a record from somebody, like I want to play a record by, I'm like, well, I don't remember who gave me this.
it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm usually pretty good about that. But there's times, here recently, things have gotten a little fuzzy recently, obviously. And it's you know, the last thing I want to do is like, oh man, Scotty, thank you so much for sending this record. And, you know, Scotty's like, no, I think Van sent that. And I'm like, oh, fuck. That's like asshole city right there. But, you know. Anyway, let's get into this box that Aaron Griffin sent. He wanted me to check, in addition to the camera that we're using right here, right now, and the little stands and mounts and all the accoutrements. And look on grab the box right there.
Which one?
The little short one on top.
This one?
Yeah.
What it says, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna show. This has got all the it's got like, you know, the little hand grippy guy for the GoPro and just like handfuls of like mounts and accoutrements and stuff for the GoPro.
Yeah, GoPro's all about the accoutrements.
But on the side of the box, yeah. Hell yeah. But one of the things he wanted me to check, where did the other piece go? God damn it. Oh, fuck. It's right there. He said, see if the cup made it. And I pulled it. I didn't know which one it was, and I didn't want to see everything. I wanted to like keep it kind of. I wanted to be able to open it on the show. And it's really cool. It's super fucking cool. Is this mug right here? Look at this mug.
Whoa.
That's like the coolest thing ever. But yeah, the handle did get popped off.
We can fix that.
Yeah, that's what I was. So that goes on the side like that.
Some Gorilla Glue or something.
Yeah, so we'll figure out a way.
That looks like your face. Put it back up there like it's your face. No. Closer to... No, not that far. Not that far. Close. Yeah. Tilt it up. Yep. There you go.
I need more vodka. I have problems with my life. That's what Mike says.
I have anxiety issues, and then I make a joke about it.
Yeah. It helps relieve it for 44 seconds. But no, now, so the camera,
Take it to some pottery hippie in Asheville.
here's a bag. Oh, this is super dope. Wizard of Video Games will really enjoy this. Look at this bag. I love shit like this. It's a fucking Dreamcast bag. No, it's not. I thought that said Dreamcast. Drawcast.
Even better.
What the fuck? Oh, the Dreamcast bag.
Send it back.
Oh, shit. Aaron.
Is that a ring light?
Aaron.
What?
It's a fucking light.
That is fucking cool.
Dude.
Wow.
And it's got like fucking bricks and shit that go with it? No way. This...
Huh?
I actually saw that the other. I was like, oh shit.
It's a Dreamcast.
He found like a Dreamcast. There's the cable and shit. Oh my god, dude. A fucking legit like light. Not like... I mean, we're lit right here, but like look at what we're lighting with. That is a construction light with a Walmart bag over top of it.
It works.
It works. It diffuses and makes it soft.
Looks like a shiny little cloud.
Clouds taste satanic. But that is crazy. That's too much, dude. That's too much. Holy shit. Set that over there where I won't fuck it up later. Oh my God, man. And then, oh, that's not enough. Let's send some records. This guy's a psychopath maniac. If you're running into this guy in the middle of the street, I'd go to the other side. He's a psychopath. Give me something to. Don't make me have to burn this again. I had to burn the box open the other night. You got a knife?
You had to burn the box open. Yeah. Oh, I got a knife.
Should you be handling it? There's one that's got lettuce attached to it.
This knife I got.
Oh, you got a knife?
I found it in the stairwell.
Somebody told me you found a knife in a stairwell. Yeah, Steve found a knife in the stairwell at the TV station we work at, and it seems like everybody knew about it but me. And in the meantime, was that you, Scotty? Did he post that did you post that to the Discord?
What?
You found a knife?
No.
Oh. Whoa. It's a flip out? Oh. Okay. Little flip out joint. I'm about it. It's sharp.
Yeah.
It's a little point to it. So the idea is to pull it toward you.
Yeah, you want to do it as fast as you can.
Quick, stabbing motion. Yeah.
The more violent, the better.
Yeah.
The more effective. Yeah. I just assumed it was one of the engineers because the engineers everybody's a knife, right?
Well, they won't let us carry guns.
Nobody claimed it.
I used to always carry. I stash weapons across the. Never mind. All right.
Oh, Eddie Workman hooked me up today.
Bought some weed from him.
No.
He's super Christian. That's why I said that.
So I showed it. I showed it on the show. I think months ago. I was in a Goodwill in. Thank you. I was in a Goodwill in Atlanta, and I found this wireless transmitter for a guitar, and I bought it. It was like $5 or $10. Brought it home. Just didn't do anything with it till last night. I finally said, "Oh, see if this works." And it was crackly at the phone jack. You know?
Need your pots cleaned.
So I took it to Eddie, and he put a brand new, really nice phone jack on there.
Be funny to open a package with a gun, like right. We do you get anybody remember the old shows where I brandished a gun the whole time? Just for kicks, just for the bit. Then I realized, like, man, people wouldn't find that as funny anymore. Is this just in a James Gang Rides Again? Nice, terrific album. James Gang Rides Again. Killer record. Put that bitch in there, Steve. I can't do nothing about it. Oh, look at well, I've never seen this. It's a Ray Stevens album, Even Stevens. That's a cool cover. That's awesome. It's on the old Monument label. I like that label, actually.
Let me see that. Let you know what's on.
Michael Henderson, In the Nighttime. You tell me this motherfucker ain't got shit going on right now.
So Ray Stevens, apparently this was a really great song. It was his first song on this album, The Minority.
Whoop.
That's what it's called.
Don't say The Minority while I'm holding this record up, Steve.
Oh.
that can be misconstrued. That can be clipped and taken out of context, and that's not what we're saying. Buddha records. I've never seen that Buddha label. Very cool. Oh, no way! I'm a big fan. Look at this shit.
I'm coming.
Tracy Ullman.
They don't know.
You broke my
about
heart
us.
in places, in
They've
17
never
places.
heard of love.
Did she? Do you know her songs?
Yeah,
What?
she had a hit. They don't know about us. I think it's on that album.
I had no idea. Oh, I love Tracy Ullman. The Tracy Ullman show was some of my introductions to like weirdo comedy, like back in the day. 100%. Oh, that's cool, man. I didn't even know she sang at all. I didn't know it was a thing. Oh man, killer.
Wasn't she the one? That's where the
Simpsons.
The Simpsons got their
Yeah,
start.
it was at the time it was my favorite show on TV. Look at this though, guys. Johnny Cash, Songs of Our Soil. I don't have this. I've never seen it actually.
Songs of Our Soil.
Yeah.
Is he wearing a
cool.
Hawaiian shirt?
Oh, dude, it's a 6-eye Columbia. Holy shit balls. That's some early shit, man. I'd say what year is that, but I can't fucking read it. Yeah, it's gotta be old, man. That's gotta be some old shit. Why are you bringing up some old shit? That's killer. That's a good find, man.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good record. Charlie Daniels Band.
I love these records that say non-breakable.
Yeah.
You're right.
Fire on the Mountain.
That's a good record.
That's a great record. I'll tell you what, Charlie Daniels, I mean, a lot of people, you know Charlie Daniels because of Devil Went Down to Georgia. It's like, it's redneck fucking whatever music. Some of his stuff is really, really funky. He has some really funky jams. That Cash is from '59, Steve.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
Crazy.
Really cool.
No, it's not a Hawaiian. That's a really cool shirt he's got on.
Did you say he's not a Hawaiian?
Well, I thought it was a Hawaiian shirt he had
Oh.
on, but it's not a Hawaiian shirt.
Would it make any difference if it was, Steve?
It would make a lot of difference.
Okay. You're partial to the I don't know.
Polynesian?
Ooh. Oh, I'm starting a new diet too, but you know what I got in there?
Polynesian.
I got a brand new unopened bottle of Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A. Maybe I should eat it all in one night so that it's just like done and gone out of my house.
Long-haired country boys on here.
Let's make a pound of French fries and soak them in Polynesian sauce. Then eat them
The
with
fries I brought from that Korean chicken place.
no.
No.
Yeah. So I just heard from some people. You guys ever had Korean fried chicken? Because I had heard somebody told me it's the best fried chicken they ever had. Now, admittedly, this person was from Canada and not from the South. So your opinion is already a little bit. Because somebody from
It was good. It was really good, whatever I had.
if somebody from North Dakota was like, "Oh man, you got to come have this. It's the best fried chicken in the world." Like, yeah. No, it's not. Because no.
Yeah, and had my mom's fried.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of places down here where you eat fried chicken and it's like, oh shit. Including your own parents. I mean, my mom's is fucking my favorite, but there's some other places that are like some ghetto ass places that I took some reporters to. That's like top 50 in the country, they say, and where it was like this is a place that they put a bunch of because you got like two sides, and I got like I can't remember what I got, but one of them was green. I got some collard greens, and I'm like, man, I hate to tell my mom, but like these are better collard greens than my mom's. It's like I can't believe that that's even possible, you know. And I'm with Dave Janot, you know, and it's one of those places like I'm wearing like TV news stuff. one of the only reasons that I'm probably like, I don't want to say allowed in there, but like I stuck out like a sore thumb in there. And I figured they see TV guy come in there and they're like, oh, what you want, sugar? What you want, honey? And it's like a cool thing. If I was just like, you know, rando guy coming in, I bet it would have been a different story. I got that vibe. But anyway, I was eating these collard greens and it was like the most amazing things ever. And I'm telling the dude I'm working, I'm like, dude, these are, I can't believe how good these are. And I picked up one, it was pulled out like a chunk. And in the middle, there was a pat of butter. I mean, like this big, that thick, just like in the middle of these collard greens. And I'm like, oh, that's why they're so good. They're just like
slathered in butter.
Slathered in butter. But yeah. You've had Korean street chicken on a stick and you almost died? Okay. All the other stuff was found in Goodwill. Nice, Aaron. Hell yeah, dude. Just take shots of it. Oh, the Polynesian. I was like, of what? Do I have to take another shot? It's not even comparable. Popular here, but it's all wings and boneless wings. It's not like a KFC bucket. Yeah. I mean, and you know, different places have great places.
Well, that's how this place was. It was all just wings.
Really?
Yeah.
One of my biggest secrets, I mean, you know, like I said, we're a, you know, Southern USA fried chicken city, but one of the best kept secrets is going to a Chinese restaurant and getting wings. They're so much cheaper. And I used to play this cool game with myself because I've always played these games with myself, Steve. How long can I wrap this belt around my neck before I pass out? Mm-hmm. That's one of the games. Mm-hmm. The other game was like when I'm like feeding the dogs when I'm a kid, and I'm like down at the dog lot, and I'm putting
the dog lot.
Yeah, I'm putting food and water out for the dogs, right?
Yeah.
And then I hear a car coming up the street, and then my brain immediately says, "I bet I can run to the back door and get there before the car gets by the house." And I just take off running. Run like the fucking boogity man is chasing my ass. And try to get to the back porch before the car gets there.
Look at that little boy running over there.
Yeah. So I'll always like to play games with myself. What were we talking about?
I don't really know. Chicken.
Oh, yes. Good save. Quality save. So there's a few times I've did this at my old house. I remember doing this. I would order and delivery Chinese food, and I'd get like 20 wings, and they come with the tip on them and everything because I like the tip. I like gnawing on the tip. Quote of the night. But like I don't want to just eat them in like Chinese hot mustard. I want to go put some sauce on. I want to get some wing sauce of some sort. So even though I ordered the food, I left my house, drove to the grocery store, and the game was I got to get in, get my sauce, pay, get out, haul ass back to my house before the Chinese food gets there. And it was fucking stressful. But like when I get there and I'm like, oh shit, I don't have a call, so they're like, they've not come yet. And then they show up and I'm like, yeah, I beat it. I win, champion of USA, #1, razor sharp. Yeah, that's my life. After seeing the Korean chicken, I was advised to break the stick in half so they couldn't reuse them, as they like to do. Oh boy. And to think they brought us Taekwondo. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's take us a quick commercial break. And we'll be right back and continue this with some Soda Speak and Chip Chat here on an all-new Grown Man Record Night. Appreciate the fuck hell damn out of you guys for watching the program.
Can I help you? Yes, I have Amazon Prime and I'd like my free sub, please. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You take your Amazon Prime, you link your Twitch account, then you get one free subscription to your favorite Twitch channel, like a Grown Man Record Night. I like it at Mikey Bananas. He a funny guy and a good looking too. Jay, not so much. Oh, I understand. How about some free soup then? Link Amazon Prime to your Twitch account and subscribe to Grown Men Record Night for free. You gain access to sub badges and exclusive chat emotes. Subject to credit approval, void where prohibited by law. See Twitch broadcaster for complete details.
Aliens have taken over the Earth. Every moving vehicle is theirs, and so is the land. You and you alone have captured one of their flying saucers. Can you beat the aliens with their own machine? You can. If you're fast, if you're accurate, if you don't lose your nerve, you are the space jockey. The fate of the Earth is in your hands. Yours in this new cartridge from U.S. Games. Space Jockey. Fly it if you can. Space Jockey. Beat it if you can. Space Jockey. Sweaty palms are guaranteed with U.S. Games.
Don't give me that so-so soda, the same old cola. I wanna pop, I wanna Shasta, I wanna taste pizzazz, all the great taste. Shasta, hell, I wanna pop, I wanna Shasta, I wanna thrill, I wanna wild, taste it all, I want it now. I wanna pop, I wanna Shasta.
Screaming Will's Roller Rink now has an all-night skate from 12 midnight to 6 a.m. for 18 and over plus free breakfast. Screaming Will's Roller Rink, all-night Ramble 375. Here's a reminder about Wednesday from 9 until 3 a.m. Ladies free the first hour, men's free the first hour, and free barbecue. Screaming Will's Roller Rink, we do it all for you. It's the prettiest rink in the Midwest. Can we see you this weekend?
In today's story, Elena tried taking a magic potion which she thought would help her. Well, she found out there aren't any magic potions. And you know what? There aren't any magic drugs either. Anytime you take one from anybody but your parents or your doctor, you're taking a very big chance. You're gambling with your health, maybe even your life. Drugs don't make your problems go away. They just create more.
All right, folks, welcome back to Grown Man Record Night. I just see down here, J Snow 83 got something to tell me. Well, go on and tell me. Free barbecue, what a deal. Yeah, that's true. He-Man's a liar. Hush your mouth, Aaron. Don't ever say that again. He-Man was court ordered to say that. He like James Brown. Stay away from drugs, because drugs are bad. Super bad.
I feel good.
Let's get into a little bit of an so to speak action. We've been holding on to this so to speak for a little while here.
A little while.
Said hut.
So to speak.
Got some dirt infection.
Did you just say you have an infection?
No, I have some dirt from a chip. I tried the 5-second rule, but in
you
here,
gotta get Corky out of here.
In here, I think
you gotta get Corky out of here.
Really?
Yeah, he tears up records.
Hey, whoa. Yeah.
He's the reason I have all that.
Yeah, he's the one.
He's the one. This show has Emmy-nominated talent. Yeah. Emmy-winning and Emmy-nominated.
I didn't win.
But you won one before.
Yeah, I won before.
I've just been nominated. Oh, yeah, so to speak. So, I guess word around the street is that, I don't know why I let in like that. That's kind of weird. Sierra Mist is no more.
Right.
So if you've been a fan of Sierra Mist soda pops
I don't know about you, but I'm thinking that's going to taste just like a Sierra Mist. They just renamed it.
So they did away with Sierra Mist, but immediately replaced it with another soda.
With that.
So this Starry is the new soda. It's a lemon lime soda, you know, caffeine free lemon lime soda, like Sprite, 7 Up, or Sierra Mist. I have heard actually amazing things about this soda.
Really?
Specifically about the zero version.
Oh.
I'll let you pop. You brought it up. You get to pop it. Mikey's looking like David Page. Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Good Lord.
Good God, man.
God.
Gotta get in the weight room, Steve. I tell you honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell you what a Sierra Mist tasted like. They were never offensive. I just never sought them out.
Right.
They weren't gross or nothing.
I guess I'm trying to compare what like you said, I don't have a lot of knowledge. I would drink Sprite occasionally.
Wow.
It's good.
It's different. It's very different than Sprite or 7 Up. It's more citrusy.
More citrusy, but also it's like sweet fruit, which like
There's something
lemons
weird
and
about
limes
it.
don't taste like that.
There's something weird about it. It's not bad, but there's something definitely off. Okay, JS Snow says, I have a gift, like credit, waiting for me at Underdog in Winston. Hope you enjoy. We have been thinking of you.
Whoa.
Dude. Are you serious?
That's one way to get him in the record store.
Dude. Yo, Snow, thanks so much. Thanks a lot. That means a lot. You never have to do nothing like that, but that's really nice, man. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Hell yeah. And at one of my favorite spots. I've not seen Jonathan over at Underdog in a long time. And I feel bad about that, but also I've just not, not been down that road. But holy shit, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Let's try this again. I want to try this again. You stop playing with that knife. You're no condition to be playing with a knife. And I think that's the first time I've ever told anybody else on this show that.
Does it make me sleepy?
Normally it's me wielding a knife around, huh?
Sleepy mushrooms.
Sucks. That's awful. Sleepyshrooms.com. Well, this means you're too tired to begin with.
Yeah. It's like, shit in, shit out.
Yeah. Well, that's like, man, it's like, I've been up for 48 hours, but I'm going to do a bunch of edibles. It's like, no, you're not. You're going to go immediately to sleep.
You'll pass out.
Yeah, you just go to sleep. Man.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, though. It's, I'm not a sugary soda guy. But
I play one on TV.
Yes, pretty much. But it's got its own. I do like that it has its own profile. You know what I mean?
I don't care much for the labeling. I think that's stupid.
It looks like a store brand label.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. But I do like that it's not a direct copy of Sprite, which would be the down the middle thing to do.
And that is their target, is Sprite.
Yeah. But it's got its own flavor profile, and it's got enough different stuff going on with it to where this may be your shit. It's like I want to try the zero sugar.
I'm curious because there was a time when Sprite was nothing, and 7 Up.
I like a 7 Up.
Like what happened to 7 Up where they just got left in the dirt?
I think 7 Up's a much better 7 Up.
I like the bite of 7 Up.
Bite.
Yeah,
it burns the fuck out of you.
It burns.
It burns the shit out of you.
It's almost like a ginger ale. It's hot.
While we were watching that heavy metal video earlier, the guy was in the convenience store in the 80s, and he reaches up, but I was looking at what he was getting, but right beside it was a Mellow Yellow. Man, what happened to Mellow Yellow? Are they still around?
So, funny thing about Mellow Yellow, It must have come out in 1973 or 4.
Oh wow.
Or 5, because they took everybody in my school. We went to the gymnasium.
Yeah.
And they came in and they said, "We've got an exciting new thing to show you. It's mellow yellow." And they gave us all mellow yellow. And the rest of the day, the kids were just bouncing off the fucking walls.
That's crazy. Oh, Ground Zero Salem. Pat, what's up, man? Yeah, this took the place of Sierra Mist. And it's got its own thing going on. It doesn't taste like that.
I just wondered,
it doesn't taste like Sprite. It doesn't taste like 7-Up.
If I drank more Sierra Mist, would that just be Sierra Mist in a different bottle?
I don't think it. To me, it tastes different than anything I've had. But I'm not one that was sitting here housing 12 packs of Sierra Mist either. So I don't know that I can make that determination. But it is good. I respect the fact that it's different, just off the rip. Whether it's your jam or not, at least it tastes different. It's got its own space. Like a wink. I like a wink. Because nothing tastes like a wink. That's their own space. They carved it out. They've got the bottom 0.0002% of the market, and they don't give a fuck.
They know every Christmas they'll sell a few more bottles.
I think my uncle always used it as a mixer.
Right.
Yeah.
You make punch with it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know what he did with it.
You had a little.
I think he mixed bourbon with
that's
it.
That's what I'm saying. You had a little Seagrams maybe, and a little wink, and then you put that in the freezer. Like this is what my dad would.
Squirt.
He thought he had this like great thing. It was just basically like a lemon lime soda and Seagrams, and then you freeze it, but it doesn't completely freeze, so it turns to a slush.
Oh,
that's like we had that tequila slush that I made.
That's right.
It's a lot like that.
I like I like booze.
Yeah,
mostly. What? That's pretty good soda speak, though. I like that. We've been hanging on to this for a couple of months now.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, because it was topical, like over Christmas kind of thing. But we've been hanging on to it. But props to them for doing that thing. It probably won't last long. It probably won't take off. Probably doesn't have there's not enough of a footprint. There's not enough room for a footprint for a soda like that in that space. Honestly, once you get past, I mean, fuck, if 7-Up can't even do their thing. Why would another soda try to make their way into that space? Where it's all Sprite, everything grabby is Sprite right now. What's better than all of that? It's a fucking Fresca. Yeah. I'll take a Fresca over a Sprite all day long. What a great soda a Fresca is.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah.
And there is no sugar Fresca.
No.
It's all.
Yeah.
It's always been.
I like how
one of two diet sodas. It was Tab
and Fresca. I love how now they market Fresca as a sparkling water, sparkling soda, or something.
Citrus.
Yeah, something like that. I'm like, you're just trying to capitalize on everybody drinking LaCroix and shit now, like it's and Michael Bublé's. All right, let's get into a little chip chat action. What are we going to do for chip chat? Hold up.
Potato chips, how my mom does do. Potato chips, how my mom does do.
Excesso, calorious. Excesso.
There's a lot of stuff on the chip, is what you're saying.
Crunchy, don't bring me no
those are thick.
Pampas.
Look at that.
Es delicioso.
Sting City. All right, so what do we lead? We actually got an OBS here tonight.
Got an open bag special.
Open bag special. We haven't had an open bag special in a good while.
I bought these.
What's up, Eddie?
A few days ago, and this is the Ruffles Double Crunch.
Eddie says in Mexico there is a sugar Fresca.
Oh.
Wow, I'd like to try that. I mean, I'm a sugar-free guy, but I bet that'd be good. I got him. I can do it over here. Boom. We got two cameras.
So it's the wavy Ruffles chips, but much crunchier and
double
thicker.
crunch.
It's a great dip chip.
Wow, I bet.
Salt and vinegar flavor.
A little S&V.
I always go salt and vinegar so that no one in my family will eat my chips.
Done that exact same thing.
Because they
So many times.
hate it, and I like it.
Try it. Well, actually, you can do it right now.
What?
Salt and vinegar with an IPA. Like, kind of at the same time. It's one of my favorite combinations.
Let's hold it right here.
What the fuck? Fantastic. We're talking basic bitch kind of chip here, but a fantastic version of this. Other than the thickness, nothing super innovative about what's going on here, but that's a perfect balance of chip thickness with flavor from that salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
It's a great. Oh, that's fantastic.
Be good with a sandwich.
And they're super thick, but also not like a. Aaron was asking about a kettle chip. A lot of kettle chips. I'm about to spit shit out. A lot of kettle chips seem to be hard in texture for the sake of being hard, to where they won't like break your teeth out kind of hard. These are super thick, and don't get me wrong, they have more hardness to them than a regular Lay's potato chip, but these aren't breaking your teeth out. When you crunch down on them, they go away. You know what I mean? But still, if you jabbed them into a dip, they're going to stand up, which is a pretty delicate balance of chemistry right there, if you ask me, Steve.
I'm sure they paid a lot of money for the research for that.
They should. It paid off. Paid off. Paid off in the final product is what I'm saying. So will Munchos? What are you talking about, Munchos? I do love a Muncho. Yeah, Munchos they'll rub the roof of your mouth right off. It's like taking sandpaper. It's like fucking 30 grain. Just. That's how a lot of salt and vinegar stuff is. Especially, I like a salt and vinegar pork rind. But they'll take every bit of your skin off of your mouth and just gone. Gone. But the real different. What are we doing for the real chip tonight? What are we doing? So my mom actually got me these just a couple of days ago, and it's funny because I've actually had these before, and sad story. But last trip me and the fiance took, we went fishing down at the coast, and we stopped at a Lowe's Foods to like stock up for food for the week or whatever, and Lowe's Foods has their own. Lowe's Foods is a local grocery store around here. There's 2 local grocery stores I mentioned tonight, but they
It's higher price than Harris Teeter.
they're about the same. But they do carry local stuff. They've got, you can buy beers and walk around with beers in the place, and got a good beer section. Got, they have their own sausage works place, so they have these crazy sausages they make. Cool place to to go and not have to deal with a bunch of schmucks while you're shopping. It's a better shopping experience. Anyway,
Schmucks.
They do have their own line of chips, and when we were down there, I picked these up. It's funny because my mom bought the same 2 bags that I bought. She bought these, which we're getting ready to try. Sriracha. And also a dill pickle flavored chip.
Ooh.
And I told my mom, I was like, you know what I did? And she's like, of course I know what you did. You mixed them together. I did. Which was amazing. That was a chip experience. So let's see what we got on the back here. Is it hot in here or is it just me? Let's get shimmying. That's an odd. The perfect combination of chili, garlic, and vinegar creates a sriracha taste you love, all in one bold bite. Crunch, crunch, cha-cha-cha. I could have written something better for that.
Yeah, no bad.
I'll see one with a lot of stuff on it. I'm getting that one. So this seems to be a kettle chip. Yeah, it says kettle chip on the outside here.
So chip.
Yeah, hell yeah, Pat. It's a great store. And their sausages are fantastic. They've got a Hawaiian sausage. It's like soy and pineapple, and like a brat kind of thing. These are great.
Yeah.
They're spicy, but not crazy. They're not overpowering what you're trying to do here. Now, maybe if you sit down and start housing a bag, eventually they're going to be hot.
That's the thing, though. A spicy bag like this, I typically am not going to hound the bag because it's like, oh, it's hot. I'll have a few and I'll put it away. I'll come back to it later.
Literally why I started eating in my 20s super spicy chicken wings.
Yeah.
Because growing up, me and my dad, who's a little fucker, by the way, I was a big fucking kid. He was a little dude that could just eat. But me and my dad would plow through 50 chicken wings.
Really?
Oh, yeah. But my mom made them, like, mild. So when we're like, hey, you want to, it's right when I was in my early 20s, and it's the first time in my life people were like, hey, do you want to go out and get some wings? And I'm like, okay. Because I'd never really done that before. And I get out, and I'm looking at the menu, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
50 wings.
Like, 20 wings is like, fuck. I was like, I don't have that kind of money. I was broke. So I got 10 wings. Or 12 wings. But I got them like thermonuclear or whatever. So it would take me an hour to eat 10 wings. And by the time I'm sort of getting done with them, I'm kind of like, I'm good. You're not really full. You're not like Chinese buffet full, which is how my brain used to operate. It's just a natural born fat fuck. But I was done. I also mentioned to Trish, I was talking to Sweet Tea yesterday. We're talking about certain circumstances where you miss like really smoking cigarettes and like a cup of coffee and different things. And she was like, after a meal when you like da da da. And I was like, no. I was like, you know what I miss? I used to smoke in the middle of meals. And she started laughing. If I got some like super hot wings, like I was just talking about, and we're in like a restaurant, like bar restaurant. Oh, I'm smoking some Marlboro Reds and eating wings, leaving it burning in the ashtray while I dog one, and then take a puff off of a Marlboro Red, then a pull off of a beer. Oh, baby, that tastes like America right there. Whew. That's running with the devil. Running with the devil. Yeah, these are fantastic. Just imagine this mixed, because you see we just opened the bag. You see how far down, look how far down the chips are. Look at the kettle. I mean, they're down to here on the bag. We just opened these. But you could totally open a bag of dill chips and just dump them in the same bag, shake them up, and you get a little dill and sriracha at the same time. I'm telling you what, baby. That's high cotton, what we call around here. That's high-ass cotton. You know what else is high-ass cotton? The amazing community we built here at Grown Man Record Night. That's what we call a segue in the business, Steve. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. Been a fantastic evening of fellowship, record album listening, and just absolute nonsense. And hope you got. Hey, smash that like button while you're sitting there, will you? Will you hit that old thumbs up for me? It makes it pop up in the YouTube algorithm, and more people can discover the program that we do here. And then we're going to go back over to the. Used to smoke rip cigs between bites of subs in my break at Price Chopper. Nice. Oh, there's the dollar song. We got to. I don't have my phone. You didn't bring my phone. You want to call the dollar song, Steve?
What?
Somebody just posted the dollar song number.
Oh.
You want to call it?
What's the number?
844-387-6962.
So
844-387-6962. 844-387-6962. Hut!
Liberal Arts Hall. Where's my speakerphone?
This ought to be. So every day it's a new song?
I think so.
Can anybody help me? Turn up the poisonous sound. Save me, save me.
That's a female voice, isn't
Can't
it?
break the cloud. I can't see my head.
Wait,
I can't tell
they let women sing?
inside or out, back in the back. Like in Toronto, successful and model.
It's a long song.
All right, we'll get popped. All right. Thank you, guys. Hey, come over to Twitch with us and listen to a couple of more record albums. I don't know what it'll be. It'll be something. It'll be something. It'll be whatever it takes. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time. Set hut.
Mm-hmm.
Football.